Atesh Karahan exposes a lethal smuggling operation orchestrated by Marjan's father, Haidar, and the treacherous Shaheen. In a scene fueled by cold fury, Atesh reveals that illegal weapons were being moved under the guise of a legitimate company shipment, a crime for which Marjan had already unknowingly signed the documentation. This signature would have been her death warrant, ensuring her life imprisonment, yet Atesh intervenes at the 11th hour to cancel the shipment. However, in a display of his characteristic emotional distance, he refuses to frame this as an act of love. He tells a shattered Marjan that he saved her only to protect the Karahan reputation, asserting that he will not allow his family name to be tarnished by her family's filth. This leads to a heart-wrenching confrontation where Marjan, stripped of her agency but not her spirit, defies him. She declares that she has already been burned by his cruelty and that a life without pride is a life not worth living, essentially challenging him to do his worst because she no longer fears the fire. As the political walls of the mansion close in, the domestic atmosphere becomes increasingly macabre. A pivotal moment of clarity arrives when it is finally proven through the transcript of events that Marjan was entirely innocent of the poisoning of Era. Despite this absolute exoneration, the Karahan matriarch, Muzanne, remains a vessel of unyielding hatred. In one of the most chilling sequences of the series, Muzanne decides that proving Marjan's guilt is less important than destroying her spirit. She orchestrates a cleansing at the fire pit, where she gathers the last remaining earthly possessions of Marjan's deceased brother, Murat. As the flames lick the air, Muzanne casts Murat's clothes and mementos into the pit, effectively trying to incinerate the memory of the boy. The psychological impact is devastating. Marjan's mother, Nermin, collapses in a fit of primal grief, watching her son's physical legacy turn to ash. Marjan, standing amidst the smoke, emerges as the new emotional pillar of her family, telling her mother that while the fire can take their things, it cannot touch the Murat who lives within their souls. The episode also masterfully transitions into a game of corporate chess. Realizing that Marjan is becoming too dangerous to leave unchecked, Atesh moves to strip her and Haidar of their signatory powers, attempting to exile them from the very company they helped build. He views them as weeds that must be pulled to save his garden. But Marjan, fueled by the embers of the fire pit, refuses to go quietly. In a shocking act of strategic betrayal, she aligns herself with Nazir, her former fiancé and Atesh's most bitter rival. She signs onto a massive new hospital project with Nazir, effectively declaring war on the Karahan Empire from within. She looks Atesh in the eye and tells him she is not his slave, marking her transition from a victim of the Karahan household to a formidable adversary in her own right. This alliance creates a dangerous new power dynamic, as Nazir is shown behind the scenes vowing to find Shaheen and eventually deliver Atesh's head on a metaphorical platter. In the shadows of these giants, the secondary characters face their own civil war. Murat and Chichek find themselves at the mercy of mounting debts, a byproduct of the chaos surrounding the Karahans. This subplot provides a rare moment of genuine humanity when Malik, driven by his silent devotion to Chichek, offers his life savings to Murat to help pay off the family's creditors. It is a stark contrast to the greed and